Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today we're doing a late in the day update about the ongoing war between the Russian Federation and Ukraine. We continue to see an essential standstill of Ukrainian offensive operations in the south. Again, we believe the Ukrainians have taken fairly sizable casualties in some of its operations in the south, namely south of Zaporizhia, south of Kyiv, along the southern line of contact. In the north, in the area northeast near Seversk, we have talked about prior. There has been a buildup of Russian forces, and we on this channel had suspected that the Russians could launch a possible late summer offensive in this area. Now, it's interesting that we are seeing some movement of Russian forces. We do know the Russians right now are conducting offensive operations against Ukrainian forces, namely in areas west and southwest of Crimea, this locale here. Elements of the Russian army involved are the 76th Airborne Division, sizable elements of the 76th Airborne Division, in conjunction with elements of independent brigades and actual divisions such as the 144th Motorized Rifle Divisions. We see other units as well, such as the Russian 56th Air Assault Regiment. We are also seeing elements of the 98th Russian Guards Airborne Division as well, participating in operations to the east and north of Seversk, and obviously south and west of Crimea as well. Now, it's interesting to get the response from the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense. The Ukrainians are stating that what is happening in the area south of Crimea, west of Crimea, is quote-unquote complicated. Some would believe that the Russians are trying to reinstate initiative in this area with limited counterattacks. These could also be the prelude for a much larger Russian offensive in this area. Obviously, the Ukrainians are launching counteroffensive operations. Now, some of those have been stymied and, as we had reported before, slowed down rather dramatically because of losses. Now, it may be the Russians' turn to start launching offensive operations in certain sectors of the ongoing war. So we're going to continue to watch this very closely. Again, we have always maintained that we are going to see something fairly sizable from the Russians in the Seversk pocket, this area here. We still stand by that. We still believe the Russians are going to look to conduct operations in this area. It looks like that is ongoing as we speak, and quite possibly additional operations further down the road as well. Again, as we talked about prior, within the southern sector of the area south of Zaporizhia, south of Kyiv, the Russian Air Force is making its presence known and making it very difficult for the Ukrainian military to continue offensive operations in this area. We'll have more tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. More to come. Have a good day.